Hello, all my beautiful crafters. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is Danielle's Craft Diary. I want to do a video today to show you all the goodies that I got on my trip. So I was just at Missouri Star Quilt Company. I met a couple friends out there and it was amazing. I highly suggest it. If you can coordinate it, it's amazing. They have themed retreats, so you can go by yourself and meet other people there, and they'll do different types of techniques and things like that. Or you can do a mini retreat, which is what we did. So basically, we stayed in an apartment above one of the stores, and we did our own thing. So there were 4 of us. We had no guidance, instruction, schedules. We didn't have any of that, and we were very, very happy with that. So we will in the future do one of the themed retreats just to kind of see how that is, but you can't go wrong doing either one. It was absolutely amazing. It is so budget friendly. After you see everything I bought, you'll see I totally bust my budget, but that's okay. It was a once in a lifetime, well, actually we're probably going to do it every year now, so once a year thing that we're going to be doing. But it was absolutely amazing. I got 2 quilt tops done. I posted those on my Instagram and in my Facebook group. So both of those are Danielle's Craft Diary. So go over and check those out. The one I left there to be machine quilted. That one took me quite a while and cost quite a bit of money, so I left it there to be professionally machine quilted. The other one, the beach top panel, that's a wall hanging for my bedroom, and I'll quilt that myself on my mid-arm. But it was an amazing experience. I highly suggest it. If you have the opportunity to go, check into it. It's in Hamilton, Missouri. You fly into Kansas City Airport, and I would do it again. If my friends called right now and said, hey, let's meet there tomorrow morning, I would be booking a flight to get on a plane to go back. It was great. So we were in an apartment above one of the stores, and we would just walk downstairs and go to the shops, and if somebody needed something, if someone forgot something, it was great. It was absolutely great. So one of the big benefits was that the daily deal that they have, they always had it in the store. So we could just run downstairs and grab it every morning, and that was actually, that's a lot of what I have here. So anyway, I could go on and on about how awesome it was, but let me show you what I got. I only brought back a few things in my suitcase, so there might be 1 or 2 things that I'm forgetting just because I probably put it away already. Like, I feel like there are a couple things I'm forgetting, but the nice thing about shopping in the stores is that in the main store, you can put a box in the back and you can just keep adding your stuff to it. And as long as it's over $60, they'll ship it to you for free. So I ended up with 2 boxes and they just came today. So I really want to put them away because my craft room is... a hurricane came through here, a tornado, I don't know, something happened in here. So I really want to get them put away. I have a crop I'm going to this weekend, a scrapbook crop, and I have open sewing on Sunday, and next weekend I have another crop. So I really want to get everything put away. So that's why I have to get this video so that I could show you guys before I put it away. So there might be a couple things that I'm missing, but I know there's a ruler and some thread that I got and some applique glue, but those are just little notions. So anyway, let me show you the really, really cool stuff that I got. So first of all, I brought these back with me. So this was a 3-piece set, and this was only $20. These are, you can't see obviously, but these are really, they're not hard, but they're not soft. So there's definitely stability in these. The other thing that's really cool being there at Missouri Star is that they had a lot of like make and take and demonstration classes throughout the week. So one of the classes was paper piecing, and I arrived before my friends did because we were all coming from different locations. They unfortunately were still on the plane when this class was going on, so I was able to take a paper piecing class, and I thought, well, what better way to keep them together than in this little container. And the lady that was doing the class actually had hers in this container, and I really, really liked it. So I've done this in the past. It's been a really long time and I never actually made anything of my pieces. So hopefully this will get me back into it. But I got like a glue stick and some glue there. And if you want to know more about this, let me know. I'll do a video about it and I'll show you how I did it, what I learned there and what I knew before. So just let me know. I don't want to take up time today doing that, but I'll keep them in here. And the funny thing is that we were all eyeing these and then we finally said, okay, we're going to get them. And our friend Kim said, okay, I think I need one, after we had purchased ours. So Ann and I ran back down to, this was the nice thing about being right upstairs, we ran down and went to get it for her. She was in her pajamas, which most of the time we were all in our pajamas, but we ran back down to get them for her, and it was the last one. So it was the model that was, you know, not wrapped in plastic and everything. So she got the last one, and when we were leaving, we saw Misty. So if you watch the Missouri Star Quilt Company tutorials, you know who Misty is. Misty is Jenny's daughter. And we saw her, and I just kind of went, and she went, and she was so welcoming. She just put this expression on her face of like, do you want to say hello? And, you know, and I looked and I said, can we take a picture with you? And she said, absolutely. And she asked us where we were from and if we were having a good time. And she was so personable. It was just, it was amazing. And everyone, every single person in those shops was so friendly. It's like friendly town there. It's just great. So another thing that was really cool, in one of the stores, the home store, they had a lot of hand embroidery. They even have starter kits that you can pre-order now. I think they're shipping in June. And those are really cute. I might pre-order one, but I kept saying, I'm not doing it. I'm not going down the rabbit hole. I really don't do embroidery. I could do French knots. That's where I'm stopping. I have so many hobbies. So I came home with a hand embroidery piece. And not only the hand embroidery, but I also got, you know, a bunch of thread for it too, because I couldn't use the DMC that I already have from my cross stitch. I had to get a bunch of pearl cotton. So anyhow, that's fitting in this container right now, and I am looking forward to doing this. The nice thing about this is you don't need a pattern because the pattern is already on here, and I do have bees. I decorate with bees. So it will fit in nicely, but the nice thing is you don't have to have a pattern. So if you're in the car or something and you're limited on space, you don't have to worry about a pattern being set up in front of you like you do with cross stitch. So I am excited about it, but I kept looking at it and I said, I'm not opening that door. I'm not doing it. And my friend Christine said, I'm doing it. And she got it. And then I had severe FOMO. So here I am, a hand embroiderer now. Okay, let's get into some of the fabrics. So I think these were all daily specials, daily deals. So I got them at, you know, great prices. They were probably like $20, $21, $22, and originally they're like $40, $45. So these were great deals. I don't remember if that one was a daily special or not, but I didn't pay full price for any of the fabrics. So that one is really cute. It's called Mellow Yellow, and I have a bunch of jelly rolls, so this is going to motivate me to do some more jelly rolls. And the nice thing too is the daily deals now, they let you get 2. So you could get 2 of each, which was great, like as far as the layer cakes and things. So this jelly roll is really cute, a lot of pastels in there. So I got 2 of those. And then they had other sales too on top of the daily deals. And this was the last day that we were there. I filled a second box. So I was feeling a little spendy before I left. I had to get everything in case I missed something. But these were on sale, and these are $11.45 a piece. Actually, the jelly rolls have prices on the, oh no, maybe they don't. So these have prices. They're $11.45, but they were on sale for $6. So I grabbed 3 packs of them, and they are five inch charm packs, and you get 42 squares in each one. And there's a whole coordinating line along with these fabrics, so if you wanted borders and things like that. But I thought these were really, really cute fabrics. So, and I know Kim got them, and I think Christine got some too. So this one, everyone, even the girl that worked in the store, I had asked them about this one, and they didn't have it in the store, but you can have the warehouse bring it up. Twice a day, the warehouse comes up. So if there's something that you want that's online, but it's not in the store, you just ask them, and they write it on a list, and then they text you or call you when the warehouse brought it up, and then you go over and you get it. So this was the very last one, and Christine wanted it, and so I had requested it. And then she saw it and she wanted it, and so we had to do rock, paper, scissors, and obviously I won. I was rock. And even the girl that worked in the store, she said, I really wanted that one, and I didn't want to play rock, paper, scissors with her because if she won, I would have been heartbroken. So this one matches the jelly roll, so I'll have to really see if I'm going to do one quilt with it or what I'm going to do. I don't know. Just add it to the list. So that's a layer cake, and these are 10-inch squares, which I was always like so anti pre-cuts. I was like, I'd rather have yardage, you see? Yeah, just to fill my shelves. But now I feel like I get a lot more done with pre-cuts, so that's where I am with that. So these were a daily deal also, and we were able to get 2, so I got 2. This is a really cute, I can open it up. This is a really cute set. A lot of florals and things in here. So let's see if I can get you a nice, good look at those fabrics. I know that's hard to see, but there's some really pretty florals in there. So this one will be fun. This one definitely gets me out of my comfort zone. I tend to go to the dark, the like Civil War reproductions. Okay, so then I got this pattern, which I'm really excited about because my bucket list is to visit all 50 states by the time I'm 50. So I got slowed down a little bit with, you know, the stuff that happened a few years ago and we weren't allowed to travel and yada yada. So I'm really excited to do all the states that I've already visited, and I'm thinking that going forward, maybe I'll try to do the states in fabric that I purchase in that state if I'm able to go to a quilt shop or something. There was a lady that worked in one of the stores, and she told me that she made this quilt. She did hers in all red, white, and blue, and she bordered it, and it was beautiful. But underneath each state, she put the date that it became a United State. So I am going to embroider the date, or the year at least, when I visited that state. And then the state that I was born in, someone suggested that I put established and then the year that I was born in that state. So I'm really excited about this. And if you like this, I didn't realize that this was in the Block magazine. I bought all the Block magazines. I had stopped my subscription like 2 years ago because I had so many, but I restarted it. So I bought all the ones, I just had a big sale on them, and I bought all the ones that I didn't have. And I was looking through my old ones, and this one is in there. So if you have Block magazines, you can go to the magazine and you can get the pattern for this, and the URL gives you the link so you can just print these out. So I didn't even have to buy this, but I didn't realize that it was in the Block magazine. So if you're looking for really, really good value, look at the Block magazine, because you're getting 10 patterns every time they put that out. And a lot of Missouri Star Quilt Company's patterns are in those magazines. I don't want to say that they're all in there, but it's pretty close. And it was funny because when I was going through all my old editions, I was finding like quilts that were hanging in the apartment that we rented. They were like the exact ones were in the magazine. So they used them for the photo shoot, and then they hung some of them in our apartment. So that was just, it was really cool. One of the really nice things too is that every time you go in the store, they give you nice bags. You don't get plastic bags, you get really nice bags. So I kept saying, I'm gonna end up getting home and having 25 bags, but Not that many, but I do have some. But I think these will be nice when I have little things to give my quilting friends, to put them in one of those bags. I think that would be cute. This was another thing that I brought home in my suitcase just because it was light. It was no big deal. So this is a Lori Holt apron, and everything is printed on here. It's a vintage apron, and you just cut it out and sew it. And I'm gonna make this on Sunday when I go to my open sewing. All right, so that was my first box. It was my last box. But my first box, I only untaped it. So it's been a week and a half since I put stuff in this box. So some of it will be a surprise when I'm taking it out. So take a look with me. This, it's backwards. This is so cute. I just love the plastic too. It's a mason jar. Isn't that cute? I love this fabric, Mercantile. There is one of their stores is called Mercantile, and it has I kept calling it the Lori Holt store because everything was Lori Holt in there. All of Lori Holt's stuff was in there is what I should say, or most of it anyhow. But they had, you know, Repo Civil War fabrics in there, and it was, you know, 1920s, 1930s music playing in there. So it was really cool. Each store was themed something out, you know, something different. So that was by far my favorite store. I love them all, but this one was my favorite. And I kept eyeing this, and I said, I love this collection. So one day I finally ran down and got it. So this one was my big treat because this was $46. So this one was my big treat for the trip. And then another daily deal one day, I had to get my tumbler. This was, I think this was $10. And although I don't need another tumbler, I did think that it would be fun to have a souvenir that wasn't fabric from, oh, I didn't even realize this. It has the quilt sizes on the back. That's really cool. I did not realize that at all. So I think this will be cute, like to take to my sewing retreats, my sewing classes, to have that. Of course, I had to get a t-shirt. There were some really cute ones, but I opted to get plain and simple, right to the point, the classic logo for Missouri Star. So I will probably wear that on Sunday to my quilting class. It's not a class, it's just open sewing. We just bring whatever we're working on. So I picked up one of these. They had these in every single store. Everyone that worked there that cut fabric used it on their rulers. I've seen them before. I didn't know if I wanted one. I didn't know if I needed one. Kim bought one like the first day, and she had it out for us to use, and I did find it really helpful. I felt that I didn't put a lot of pressure on my wrist. And the main reason I wanted to get this was because when you're cutting fabric and it's, you know, 24 inches tall, and you're cutting, when you get to the top of that ruler, mine always shifts, right? Like right at the last 2 inches, it's like you take a chunk out. So I decided, you know what? I tried it. I liked it. I'm going to get it. I think it's going to be a game changer. I really do. But the biggest thing for me was I didn't have that strain in my wrist. I kind of dig a little bit when I cut, so I didn't have that strain when I was holding onto that. I didn't feel like I needed to press as hard because I felt like I had more control. Okay, so my favorite fabric line is always going to be Kansas Troubles. If you ask me if I could only have one, it's going to be a toss-up with Lori Holt too, but probably going to end up being Kansas Troubles. So this was a special, and we were able to buy two, and I did, and I think this is the new line too, which was really good. It's Chickadee. If you like these warm tones, you will love this. I just love, love, love these fabrics. This is what my one quilt top that I finished, it kind of has this feel to it. So I was able to get two of those. What else do we have in here? It's like Christmas in here. Got some more bags. Some more bags. Oh, I got a little gripper too. because you know the small rulers, they're tough to hang on to sometimes. So I got a little gripper, and I got a magnetic Lori Holt pin keeper, so that will be very helpful. This is a really nice sturdy one. The key fobs were free, so they had a big jar of them, and if you spend, I think it was $75. I spent $70 the first time, and they were like, just take one. So they were just great. Everybody there was great. So I got a Lori Holt binder. This is the big one, so you can keep like your big shapes in there. If you do her appliques, they'll fit in here. You know, you just have to put them in a sleeve thing. So I was eyeing these when they first came out, and I think they all sold out. Like all of them sold out really fast. So I missed the boat on it, and I was all right with that. But then when I saw them, I said, I think I want one of those. So I'm happy about that. And then I thought these were really cool. So these are pattern binders, and they fit, they have dividers in them too. They fit your quilting and sewing patterns perfectly in here, like your standard ones. So, oh, that's why they fell out. All that shipping, all that moving around. So these will really help me organize, because right now I just have all my patterns in a big pile. So I just have to, you know, skim through them when I'm looking for a project. This one doesn't have anything on the edge, but let me show you. This was a 3-pack, and they don't have anything on the edge either. But you're gonna love this. Quilts. Holiday. That one was open too. Bags and totes. So I will make room on one of these shelves and I will store these binders up there, and I will be able to just go nice and easy and pull one out instead of looking through a huge pile for a pattern. And I am so excited about these. I love to be organized. I really do. I feel like it helps a lot. Sometimes I spend more time organizing than I do actually sewing. But anyhow, that is the bottom of my box. So that's everything that I got, with the exception of definitely got a little bit of thread, like 1 or 2 spools. I did get a little ruler, a 2.5 by 6 inch maybe. They had a ruler sale while I was there. They were all 40% off, the Missouri Star ones. And I didn't get them because I was trying to think of what rulers I had at home. And I do have a lot of rulers at home, and they're totally fine. But now I'm like, I'm going to go through and make a list of what rulers I have. This way, if they have the sale again, I can pick some up and fill in those blanks of where I don't have one of those sizes. So anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope if you ever get the opportunity, I'm telling you, this was one of the, besides what I bought, this was one of the most economical trips I've ever taken. So especially if you're within driving distance of there, you know, if you're a couple hours, do it, because the room was so, per person, was so affordable. You're never going to get that price anywhere else. It was great. So if you're going to do a mini retreat, you need at least 4 people to do the mini retreat. But that's where you get your own apartment. But if you do one of their retreats that they're, you know, we're starting at 9, where, you know, however they run it, where it's organized and things like that, you can just go by yourself to those. But look on their website, go under retreats. Our friend Kim, she organized the whole thing. We just showed up. So we didn't have to do any of that, but she said that the process was really, really easy. It was wonderful, and we said we all had such a good time. We're gonna do it every year. We're gonna make it a thing to do every year, and we're all gonna meet out there. And it was absolutely amazing. So if you have the opportunity, I would highly suggest it. So go ahead over to my Facebook page, Danielle's Craft Diary, and my Instagram, and you can see the quilts that I made while I was there, or that I finished while I was there. And you know, I'll be posting other things, but if you want to see more of anything here, the paper piecing or anything like that, just drop me a comment down below, and you know, I'll come back and I'll do a video for that. And if you like this video, just give me a thumbs up. It really helps me, and it helps other people to see it too. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.